Imagine stepping into a world where the mist-shrouded mountains whisper secrets from centuries past, where crystal-clear waters carve through towering limestone giants that have stood sentinel for millennia, and where the hustle of vibrant markets blends seamlessly with the serene rhythm of rice paddies swaying in the breeze. This is Vietnam, a land of breathtaking contrasts where time seems to bend and twist, slowing down in hidden caves that hold the echoes of ancient explorers and speeding up in cities alive with the energy of modern life intertwined with timeless traditions. As you journey through its wonders, you'll feel the pull of history in every stone temple, the pulse of nature in every cascading waterfall, and the magic of a place that defies the clock, inviting you to lose yourself in its endless beauty and discover why, once you enter, you'll never want to leave. From the ethereal bays of the north to the lush deltas of the south, Vietnam's landscapes and cultures create an illusion where days stretch into eternity, and every moment feels like a step through different eras, blending the ancient with the eternal in a symphony of sights, sounds, and sensations that will captivate your soul and keep you yearning for more until the very end. In the northern reaches of Vietnam, where the air is crisp and the horizons are dominated by jagged peaks, lies Ha Long Bay, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that captivates with its emerald waters dotted by over 2,000 limestone islands and islets rising dramatically from the sea like the spines of mythical dragons. These karst formations, sculpted by millions of years of wind and water, create a labyrinth of hidden caves, secluded beaches, and floating villages where fishermen have lived for generations, their wooden boats bobbing gently as they cast nets into waters teeming with life. Cruising through this bay on a traditional junk boat, you glide past towering pillars covered in lush greenery, some hollowed out into vast grottos like Sung Sot Cave, where stalactites hang like chandeliers from ceilings high above, and the play of light through openings reveals a world untouched by time, making you feel as if you've entered a prehistoric realm where the boundaries between land, sea, and sky dissolve. Nearby, the less crowded Lan Ha Bay offers similar splendor with its pristine beaches and opportunities for kayaking into secret lagoons, where the only sounds are the lapping waves and distant calls of seabirds, evoking a sense of timeless tranquility that transports you away from the modern world. Venturing further inland, the rugged beauty of Ha Giang province unfolds with its famous loop road, a winding path through dramatic canyons, terraced fields, and ethnic minority villages perched on mountainsides, where Hmong and Dao people maintain customs passed down through centuries, their colorful embroidered clothing a vivid contrast against the green valleys. The Ma Pi Leng Pass, one of the most treacherous yet stunning stretches, offers panoramic views of deep gorges carved by the No Quay River, where time feels suspended as you gaze upon landscapes that have changed little since ancient times, and homestays in traditional stilt houses allow you to share meals of fresh mountain herbs and rice wine, immersing you in a culture that flows at its own unhurried pace. Not far away, Sapa emerges as a misty highland town surrounded by the Hoang Lien Sun mountain range, home to Fansipan, the roof of Indochina at over 3,000 meters, accessible by cable car for breathtaking vistas of cascading rice terraces that glow golden in the harvest season, sculpted by generations of farmers using techniques unchanged for hundreds of years. Hiking through these terraces, past waterfalls like Silver Falls tumbling down rocky cliffs, you encounter Red Dao women with their intricate headdresses, selling handmade crafts in markets that bustle with the same energy as they did in colonial times when the French built Sapa as a hill station retreat. The cool climate and fog-shrouded paths create an otherworldly atmosphere where mornings dawn with the sound of roosters and evenings fade into starlit skies, making every step a journey through layers of history and nature that defy the rush of contemporary life. Continuing southward, Ninh Binh province reveals itself as the inland counterpart to Ha Long Bay, often dubbed Halong on land, with its karst landscape of limestone mountains pierced by winding rivers and dotted with ancient temples. A boat ride through Trang An, another UNESCO site, takes you along serene waterways flanked by sheer cliffs and through caves where droplets echo in the darkness, emerging into valleys where wild goats graze and lotus flowers bloom in hidden ponds, evoking a sense of discovery akin to exploring lost worlds. Climbing to the Hang Mua viewpoint rewards with sweeping panoramas of the Tam Kok area, where rice fields nestle between the peaks, and cycling along rural paths leads to pagodas like Beach Dong, built into caves with statues of Buddhas gazing out over the timeless scenery. Here, the blend of natural wonder and human ingenuity, from the boat rowers using their feet to propel vessels to the echoes of folklore in every rock formation, makes time feel elastic, stretching back to the days when kings ruled from nearby Hoa Lu, the ancient capital, with its weathered temples standing as silent witnesses to Vietnam's storied past. As the landscape shifts to the central regions, the imperial city of Hue rises along the Perfume River, a living museum of Vietnam's Nguyen dynasty, with its massive citadel enclosing forbidden palaces, ornate gates, and tranquil gardens where lotus ponds reflect the elegant architecture influenced by Chinese and French styles. Wandering through the imperial city, you pass moats and ramparts that once protected emperors, now home to restored halls like the Tai Hua Palace with its throne room adorned in gold and red lacquer, while the tombs of rulers like Min Meng, set in landscaped hills with lakes and pavilions, offer peaceful retreats where the symmetry of man-made beauty harmonizes with nature's flow. A boat cruise on the river at dusk, with the silhouette of the Thien Mu Pagoda's 7-story tower against the setting sun, captures the essence of Hue's melancholic charm, where history lingers in the air like the scent of incense from temples, and traditional folk songs performed by locals on the water transport you to an era of royal splendor, making the passage of time feel like a gentle current rather than a relentless march. Just down the coast, Hoi An enchants as an ancient trading port. Preserved in amber, its old town a maze of yellow-washed buildings with tiled roofs, wooden shop houses, and covered bridges, like the Japanese bridge spanning a canal. Symbols of the multicultural influences from Chinese, Japanese, and European merchants who once thrived here. At night, the town transforms into a fairy tale, with thousands of silk lanterns glowing in hues of red, pink, and gold, floating on the Thu Bon River during full moon festivals where wishes are released on candle-lit boats, creating a magical ambiance that blurs the line between past and present. Tailors in bustling shops craft custom clothing from vibrant fabrics, while street food vendors serve kao lao noodles and banh mi sandwiches infused with flavors from centuries of trade, and cycling to nearby beaches or rice fields adds layers of rural serenity, where farmers in conical hats work the land as their ancestors did, fostering a sense that in Hoi An, time circles back on itself in endless cycles of light and tradition. Further inland, the misty highlands of Dalat unfold like a European alpine retreat transplanted to Asia, with its pine forests, flower gardens, and colonial villas built by the French as a cool escape from the tropical heat, earning it the nickname City of Eternal Spring. Lakes like Xuanhuang reflect the surrounding hills, while waterfalls such as Pongur cascade in multiple tiers through rocky gorges, and adventures like canyoning down Elephant Falls involve rappelling and swimming in crystal pools. The Crazy House, a whimsical guest house resembling a surreal tree with twisting staircases and animal-themed rooms, adds a touch of modern eccentricity, but it's the vast coffee plantations and strawberry farms that ground Dalit in its agricultural roots, where picking fresh produce and sipping robust Vietnamese coffee under the shade of pines makes hours melt away in contented leisure, as if the highlands' fresh air slows the world's spin to a leisurely pace. On the coast, Da Nang serves as a gateway to central Vietnam's beaches and bridges, famous for the Golden Bridge held aloft by giant stone hands emerging from the Bana Hills, a theme park resort with French village replicas and a fantasy cable car ride through clouds. My Cay Beach stretches with white sands and gentle waves, ideal for sunbathing or surfing, while the Marble Mountains rise as 5 elemental peaks honeycombed with caves, housing Buddhist shrines and offering views over the sea, blending spiritual solace with natural grandeur. The nearby My Sun Sanctuary, ruins of Champa Kingdom temples dedicated to Hindu gods, stand amid jungle vines, their red brick towers etched with intricate carvings that whisper of a civilization long gone, creating pockets where time stands still amid the echoes of ancient rituals. Venturing into the depths of Phong Nha Ke Bang National Park, a UNESCO site in Quang Binh Province, you enter a subterranean wonderland of over 300 caves, including the colossal San Dung, the world's largest, with its own ecosystem of jungles, rivers, and clouds forming inside chambers tall enough to house skyscrapers. Exploring Paradise Cave, with its boardwalks leading through illuminated formations of stalactites resembling fairy castles, or ziplining into dark cave for mud baths and underground swims, immerses you in a primal environment where the drip of water marks eons, and the absence of light erases the concept of day and night, making time flow in geological rhythms rather than human hours. The park's above-ground trails wind through dense forests teeming with rare wildlife like langurs and bears, adding layers of biodiversity that highlight Vietnam's role as a guardian of natural treasures. In the far north, near the Chinese border, Ban Giok Waterfall thunders as one of Asia's largest, its multiple tiers plunging 70 meters into turquoise pools amid golden rice fields, shared with China's Detian Falls, in a transnational spectacle where rainbows arc on sunny days and bamboo rafts allow close-up views of the foaming cascades. The surrounding karst landscape, with its peaks and valleys, invites hikes to viewpoints where the roar of water drowns out the world, and visits during the rainy season amplify the drama, evoking a sense of eternal power in nature's cycles that have shaped the borderlands for millennia. Ba Bi National Park, centered on its namesake lake, the largest natural freshwater body in Vietnam, offers boat tours through misty waters surrounded by limestone cliffs and virgin forests alive with birdsong and monkey calls, where waterfalls like Dao Dang spill from heights in seasonal torrents, and staying in Tay ethnic homestays introduces you to woven crafts and communal feasts, fostering a connection to indigenous ways that feel unchanged by the passage of years. Pu Luong Nature Reserve, a hidden gem in Thanh Hoa Province, beckons with its terraced rice fields, bamboo forests, and ethnic Thai villages connected by trekking paths that lead to remote waterfalls and caves, where swimming in cool streams and cycling through valleys under the shade of palm trees creates an idyllic escape, Its off-the-beaten-path status, preserving a purity that makes time dilate in moments of quiet reflection amid nature's embrace. The Dong Van Karst Plateau Geopark, a UNESCO-recognized area in Hannu-Hajang, showcases a rocky highland dotted with ethnic markets and ancient rock formations, where the Lung-Ku flag tower marks the northernmost point, and drives along cliff-edge roads reveal vistas of stone forests and deep chasms, embodying a harsh yet beautiful timelessness shaped by geological forces over ages. Cat Tien National Park in the south protects a biodiversity hotspot, with ancient trees, crocodile lakes, and trails for spotting gibbons and elephants, its UNESCO status underscoring conservation efforts, while boat rides on the Dong Nai River and night safaris reveal nocturnal life, blending adventure with the serene flow of jungle rhythms that transcend daily concerns. As we journey to the southern realms, the Mekong Delta sprawls as a watery maze of rivers, canals, and islands, the lifeblood of Vietnam's agriculture, where floating markets like Kai Rang buzz with vendors in conical hats hawking tropical fruits from boats, and narrow channels lead to orchards of coconut and durian. Cycling along dikes past rice paddies and stilt houses, or staying in eco-lodges amid mangroves, immerses you in a rural lifestyle dictated by the river's tides, where time is measured by harvests and floods, creating a fluid sense of existence intertwined with the delta's endless waterways. Ho Chi Minh City pulses as a dynamic metropolis, blending French colonial architecture with skyscrapers, where the Notre Dame Cathedral and Central Post Office stand as relics of the past amid the scooter-filled streets. And markets like Ben Thanh overflow with spices, silks, and street food, offering a sensory overload that compresses history into vibrant now. Nearby, the Cu Chi tunnels delve into Vietnam's wartime resilience, a network of underground passages used by Viet Cong fighters, now explorable for a glimpse into the ingenuity that turned Earth into fortresses, evoking reflections on how conflict warps time's perception. Phu Quoc Island, off the southern coast, lures with its paradise beaches like Sao Beach, with powdery white sand, and clear waters teeming with coral reefs, ideal for snorkeling among colorful fish, while inland national parks harbor waterfalls and pepper plantations, and night markets serve fresh seafood under starry skies, crafting an island idyll where relaxation stretches days into blissful infinity. In these wonders of Vietnam, from the misted mountains to the sun-kissed shores, time truly flows differently, weaving a tapestry of natural splendor, cultural depth, and historical resonance that invites endless exploration, leaving an indelible mark on all who wander its paths.